Juliet Macker from the New York Times had a really prescient column that came out a couple days ago talking about the pressure that Simone Biles is under and the excruciating pain that she goes through every day walking on her ankles. She is 24 years old. There is no gymnast more decorated than she is. She could be the most important athlete out there right now. And I'm saying that, and I don't care if you think that sounds like hyperbole, but name me an athlete that's won. She hasn't lost an all-around since 2013. I hear people comparing her to Tiger Woods, TJ. I hear people saying Michael Jordan. I hear everything, LeBron. She doesn't lose. So there's the difference. Not only does she not lose, but what she has done for girls, women, black women, you name it, across the board, the mantle she carries. And it really sounds as if the mental toll was just too much because she's not having fun going out there. She's in pain. She's trying to land things that she has moves that she tried to land on the vault the other day. She didn't even try one of her most well-known moves because she was afraid to land it. She did a 1.5, I believe, landed that, of course, but we saw her falter this week. We saw her get nervous. And I think we have to remember at the end of the day that these are human beings. She is a 24-year-old. I don't know what you did when you were 24. When I was 24, I think I had my first on-air job. And I think I was so nervous I forgot to do a stand-up in my first appearance. Oops. She's 24, and the weight of the world is on her shoulders. She says she's not out there for USA Gymnastics. She's out there for USA. She's well aware of what she is representing, and we have to sit back and say to her, thank you. Appreciate her in the moment as opposed to just looking back later and saying, what if? And the fact that she went, put her warm-ups on, watched her team come back and take the silver, you have to wonder what's going through her head. She said that she's getting a lot of therapy, a lot of medicine, a lot of science. But boy, TJ, you look at this kid and you just wonder if the pressure was just too much. Are we asking too much of our top athletes?
I mean, with her, she's already pretty much accomplished everything that there is to accomplish, right? So everything else that she does from now on is just extra. So, I mean, obviously, none of us really, with the exception of Del Tufo, none of us are, and you are that great at what we do. So I don't understand that type of pressure. You know, I don't think anyone really can, unless you're on that level, you can't really understand the pressures that someone like that, because, you know, she messes up, it's front page news. You know, she doesn't win, it's front page news. So, you know, I can understand how that would take a mental toll on someone.
She talked about Juliet Macker in this great column in the New York Times, and I really would suggest everybody who's interested go read this column. It's excellent. Great storytelling. She said, she asked her, what's the highlight of your career? She said, downtime. What are you looking forward to most about the Olympics? It being over. I mean, think about that, guys. I mean, the stress of being in the moment. And I think the world was looking at her. And you look back at some of those early Olympians, like Nadia Comaneci, and she talks later in life about how much pressure she felt to be in that role.
Yeah, because it's not just, like you said, she's not just competing for Team USA. She's competing for the USA. The most famous athlete probably in these games. Certainly the run-up in commercials. She was everywhere. The GOAT tag certainly doesn't help with that. Hopefully she's all right. Hopefully she comes back and competes in the individual events, and she's the Simone Biles we all were expecting to see during these games. But definitely is disappointing that she couldn't be out there during the team competition. And I think we saw, you know, with the Team USA taking silver, it definitely affected the on-mat competition in that sense.
You have to wonder if she'll come back. I mean, I wonder. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think we've heard yet,
I guess
right?
we don't know. I guess we don't know 100% if she is going to compete in all the individual events. We can just sit back and hope that she does, because we love seeing her compete. We love seeing the best, and she is the best. And you want people to be their best when they're out there on a stage like this.
You know, and let's not forget she was part of the Larry Nassar debacle, too. I mean, I say thank you. I think she's great. I think she's the greatest of all time. And I hope she comes back for this Olympics run. And if she doesn't, we just have to cheer on the other girls, and they are holding up the mantle. And this is a big wait and see. Naomi Osaka also out in the third round.
Yeah, she lost in straight sets last night.
Yeah, 1-4 to Marketa Vondrousova from the Czech Republic.
I was watching some of that last night. It just didn't look like Naomi had it. She just got beat.
Yep, no kidding. Highest paid female athlete in the world. And by the way, how about the pressure from everybody?
Yeah, and also
are you Japanese enough? Are you black enough? And
yeah,
she's out there, and she's talked a lot about the mental pressure of what it feels like.
Yeah.
And she's out in the third round.
Yeah, she also talked about how nice the break was for her of the last couple of majors, and the pressure that she's been under. I mean, look, she lit the flame to start this Olympic Games. It's her home country. I know there's no fans in the stands, but still the pressure that she must have been feeling as well, and it's disappointing to see her out.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.